Here we are. Hopefully, I will be able to convince her to do this with me all the time, or at least give
We
her
will
her own
see.
channel. Huh?
We will see. We will
Even
see.
even give her her own like moment.
I have a moment. I don't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do with a moment if I got one. I do have good news,
Okay.
unrelated to anything. And I also want to fix this because it's going to
I
make
have.
me nuts.
Oh, right. I don't know how to zoom my camera in yet. Let me, let's see.
I can zoom out a little bit. It just starts, the outer reaches of the green screen get a little funky if I go out too far.
I was trying to figure out how to go ahead.
I emailed my professor because
And
it's been more than a week and I haven't gotten anything back from him.
mm-hmm.
And I managed to do it without having a huge anxiety attack about it.
Good.
I emailed him and just asked because I'm trying to schedule out the last 2 weeks of the quarter. And so I'd like to know, please, when I'm going to get things. Um, and he responded rather quickly and said he was just getting to it and it was much better. So
This is the guy that you
that I'm terrified of.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm now trying to get it up on my, so I also have to explain what we are. This channel is meant to be for people who are part of the Gen X, late boomer, early millennial, who we know we didn't do a darn thing during any of this, and we're got to make up for it because the country is falling apart today. The name Oldtifa was stolen from a friend of mine who is one of my mods right now. I am going to try to expand it with other people with their own ideas. And it's not even meant to be something super popular, just something to get us off our butts and doing things. Oh,
Talking about
huh?
talking about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, well, mainly with the country first. Because we should be in the streets tonight, but we're not, and we've been all programmed not to be,
Tomorrow,
is the great boycott.
yes.
Don't buy anything unless it's from a small business that you need. That's the one caveat is we're not trying to, it's for the big businesses. It's for the people like Bezos who I wonder what do they think is going to happen if Putin does wind up running the country? He kills people that have too much money. Hmm?
Yes, that assumes that people are thinking one foot in front of the other, which it's clear from experience is not happening.
Well, yeah. Um,
I was just listening to a commentator today discussing how the reality is that every single person Trump has worked with has always had a falling out with him and always he has found new people to fill the vacancy. And yeah, it's I forget the point I was going to make. That is why we are
okay.
old Tifa.
Yes.
That is why we are old, Tifa, because I forget the point I was going to make. I was going somewhere good with that, too.
We all do, and I am so, like, up on everything, I don't even know if I have a chat up yet. But then again, last time I did this, I had, like, 4 people on it, so
Papa Cat says hi. Cricket says hi.
Ah, cool.
We have Papa Cat. We have Cricket.
Let's see. We're coming from, Scientology. We protest Scientology because just one more cult needs to be gone, so we're all, on my other channel, it's called Club Brain Fog, and this is why. Um, we all migrated into we need to do something with about what's going on out there because uh, I don't understand how it's okay to deprive poor people from everything they honestly have. Don't they realize from history that that revolutions are caused by poor people who are starving?
Actually, revolutions are usually caused when the class just below the ruling class gets pushed down enough that a revolution is preferable to continuing with things the way they are, which is why Putin doesn't care. Putin doesn't care about the effects that what he's doing has on the little people, and why he goes after folks like Elon Musk, why he goes after the folks with the money, because those are the people that are dangerous.
The thing is, I don't understand. The robber barons this time around have no interest in the little people. All they have is interest in themselves, and they have literally more money and power than they'll ever have, their whole
The
life.
robber barons didn't have interest in people. I mean,
They museums, railroads, it's like they kept it that way to keep them
we do
quiet.
have Carnegie libraries. We do. I mean, we have some things, but not necessarily out of the goodness of their hearts so much as it was to make a name for themselves.
Right, but it also was a good thing for the little people, and these guys aren't
Yes.
doing anything, not a damn
708.
thing. A Prime Day is not a way to help the little people.
Well, no, they made an electric truck, and it is a beautiful work of art
Oh,
and
you mean the Cybertruck?
design.
Considering I live within 30 miles of where they're made, he did the week they came out, he had them all over the place, literally in the town next to where the plant is. There were easily 20 I saw going from the freeway to my friend's house in Fremont.
How are people feeling about them now?
I point and laugh at them when I see them, actually.
Oh, I think it's freaking hilarious. It's not like, I mean, there's more than a few of them up here. Portland partook of the Musk uh environmentally friendly imprimatur quite heavily.
The weird thing is down here, we've known he was nuts for a long time. A friend of mine had a Tesla. I saw him at a wedding and he went, wait, wait, no, 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 no. He goes, I didn't buy this. My parents gave it to me, or my wife's parents gave it to me. This was 9 years ago. So we've known he was crazy for a long time.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like people are like, I got it before he went nuts. It's like, no, you didn't. He's been nuts for a long time.
He's been nuts for a long time.
Yeah, it's like I want to tell the evangelicals who's for him, he's got 13 children. That's probably why he didn't want to talk
Well,
about the last
13
one.
children isn't a problem, honey, not for the
13 is
evangelicals. Not 13.
13
Oh,
is.
13 specifically?
Yes.
Maybe. But the bigger problem,
Well,
by how many different women?
6.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one was pretty much a Tinder date.
I can't. I, this natalist stuff is over the top nuts.
Well, I want to know why someone who wasn't even born here is running the country, period. Why don't they have Bezos or Gates or one of them do it instead of this idiot that left South Africa because of apartheid. He didn't want to, or during apartheid, because he didn't want to go into the military. And his dad made all of his money in an emerald mine, which might as well be a slave mine.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Why is he the one doing it? I want to know what he has on Trump. Basically, it's what it comes down to. I don't think it's money though. I think it was the same reason people were thinking about, let's go into the conspiracy world. This is what it's all about to get us riled up. It's like they said that Putin had something about him doing some weird sex thing, and that well, if Elon and Putin hang out together, then maybe that's what he's got over his head, and he's so damn old he doesn't want to be, humiliated.
Humiliated? He doesn't
Yeah,
want to be humiliated? I don't think he thinks anything could humiliate him. I don't
he's
think he cares.
he's got to think this one does. That's the weird thing. Besides the fact that today he said he did not call Zelensky a dictator. Saw it on Midas, saw it on the I Had It Girl, saw it on Secular Talk. Everybody was showing that one today.
He did, though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, no, you did. He goes, somebody asked him if Zelensky was still a dictator, and he said, I never said that. Did I say that? Oh, well, next question. Literally.
Well, I mean, that's an improvement. At least we're acknowledging the cognitive deficits.
But if they do, that means he has to leave, and he's the only one who can do all this stuff that he's doing. Vance wouldn't, Vance has to put on his eyeliner first. And nothing beats our world. The reason I thought the world was going to crap today was that Chief Justice Roberts put a hold on a funding we were supposed to do for foreign aid that got canceled, that a federal judge said, no, it's got to go back on. So it went to the chief, or it went to the Supremes, and Chief Justice said he went with that side. So we're doomed.
No, I listened to George Conway explains it all to Sarah Conway, except it wasn't Sarah Conway he was explaining it to, it was JVL. And George Conway explained that while John Roberts is not doing amazing things, the reality is that that's a reasonable thing for him to have done because it did get escalated up to the court. The block was going to come into effect, and they didn't have time to review everything in the middle of the night. That
I
they
do, I
so
do appreciate and love George Conway, but sometimes it's like that just sounds like a cop out.
it was a really good explainer talking about how, you know, the problem here is what he was talking about is the problem is whether Trump is edging towards just flat out not doing what the court says.
But at least that would be cut and dry. Let me interrupt and say you're fuzzy.
I'm fuzzy.
You're fuzzy.
Hmm.
Let's fix this.
Hold on.
Hmm. And while she's fixing that, let's see, what can I say? I'm the doomsayer. She's the wonderful one. I listen to this every day when I come home. My job at the moment is protester, so I come home from San Francisco to the East Bay, and I listen to all of my people, Midas, uh, Young Turks, but not Young Turks, Bulwark, because nothing gets me more interested than a ex-Republican gay man, because I've never understood that to begin with. Secular talk, uh, was it uh Adam Mosler and Luke
Mockler.
Beasley, Mosler and Luke
Mockler.
Beasley. Um, and now Kathy Griffin started a channel, so she'll be talking, that's for sure. Um, there's a whole list of people. Actually, sometimes I go for the clickbait and sometimes I don't. It's when I may know what's going on already. I'm trying to get more in the middle because it isn't about left and right anymore. It's about American versus everybody else at this point. So we shouldn't really have a side anymore. We should all be getting together and get over this, and then we can make our sides again. Uh, but because of what's going on in DC, and according to MTG, she said that government employees weren't employed or didn't work. They didn't do jobs, so we could cut them. He is a government employee.
Right. Who doesn't work?
No, she doesn't work. Well, if she did in
Am
her
I any
first term, they
better?
cut her out of everything. So
Am I any less fuzzy? We don't even
mm,
have fuzz here.
I am like crystal clear and you're fuzzy. Should ask them.
Copycat,
Yeah,
cricket.
mods, is she fuzzy downstairs?
Also, we could use a little more input from the peanut gallery.
Well, one of the peanut gallery is eating because he's making dinner, and I can smell it up here. It smells awesome.
Ah,
Uh, our other peanut gallery person should be maybe saying something unless he's just keeping an eye out. We have seven
there's
people on here,
says there's 7 people watching.
so we're being lurked a lot to see, I
We're
guess,
being lurked a lot.
to see if we're worth it, I guess.
So, how about that Gaza video, y'all?
The one thing I did notice about the Gaza video is the Hamas guys doing the belly dance. When they first showed it, are you okay?
Yeah. No.
What's wrong?
Hamas guys doing the belly dance.
Their hands above their head the first time.
Yeah.
And that was like for the first couple of days. If you see it now, their hands are, and they're not belly dancing. It's weird. Just have the belly dance outfits on. I know, I know. The Hamas guys stuck out to me because I'm thinking, great, you just really just get some terrorists. Let's have them come to our country. You know, it's not that they'd make it here because of the FAA.
Right. Because we're cutting staff at the FAA because they're non vital, but planes
Keep crashing.
are falling out of the sky with some very more consistent level of regularity. What are you so intense about?
Can you hear me?
Plane, planes falling out of the sky with regularity.
And let's the first plane that fell out of the sky was the first time in what
20
I,
years or something?
yeah, it ranged from
15
like 10 to
years?
20 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had 5 cents, 6 cents.
And the close call, I haven't even looked into the close call.
Oh, I haven't looked at those either. I just see the planes crashing when I'm on my YouTube.
Yeah.
Why do you have
Yeah.
why can he hear me? Can he hear me?
No, he can't hear you. You're in my ear.
Well, maybe he hears you through that is her cat Soda. He's a huge, beautiful Maine Coon, and he likes my voice.
Even what he can hear through the earbud.
Just gonna say he probably can hear me through those cat ears.
Yeah. Ah! Sorry. That was the mouse falling on the floor.
See, we have to do this once a week because this is just way too much fun. To talk about serious
Hi, Soda.
politics. Talk about serious politics, watch your cat take your makeup off, and me sit here going, too much Hello Kitty behind me.
It's one way to deal with the world burning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, got it. See, I made a list while I was putting on my makeup today and cleaning the bathroom for some
Oh,
reason
you made a list?
of things that I have notes.
How about our new deputy FBI director?
Oh God, I don't know about that one. Or I do and blocked it.
So,
What did they, she, he?
for a really long time, like traditionally, the deputy director of the FBI is
That
a
I know.
career FBI officer,
Another like
not a political appointee.
I know, a career FBI because you need to have somebody who knows what they're doing. But isn't the new guy like another Fox guy or something?
Yes.
Right. Even though he said the guy, a person who became the
Even
head of
though
the
he
FBI said they were going
promised
to have the
that they were
traditional,
going
and
to
then
do.
they trashed it and had this
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
Why?
I just, this is like waiting. It's like watching shit hit the fan in slow motion.
That's why I'm not used to why aren't we in the streets? Why aren't we blocking the bridges?
Because it's not close enough to hitting the fan, apparently.
Weird way I can understand here because of the tech world, we're all better off, more or less, which they've already said, everybody in the middle class, doesn't matter, up, low, gone. We're going to be gone when our 401ks crash. So,
Yes.
yeah. So, it's like, why aren't we in the streets? The kids are not interested enough.
I don't know that that's true, having children spanning a generation. The kids are not, I mean, the kids are either working 3 jobs each, trying to keep a roof over their heads, or they are so disengaged because they do not remember a time politically that wasn't fraught. It's really important to remember that
Because
my 21-year-old was 12 when Trump first went into office, 12 or 13. They don't remember a time when they don't remember the America we remember. They
because we
don't
did,
they don't know what to fight for.
and our generation didn't stuff it down their throats. Our generation avoided it because if you talk politics, then you couldn't be friends.
Our generation avoided it for I don't know what reasons, and Beyond that, our generation was the only generation to vote. Majority of the generation voted for Trump.
I hate hearing that. I've heard it before. I think I forgot it on purpose. Because we're all hitting middle age and we all wanted our financial stability. And you know what? It's getting trashed.
Everybody thought they wanted, I mean, everybody wanted the price of eggs to go down. Oh, how about the measles outbreak?
I have that here. Measles. 2 dead already. 20 in the hospital, but that's okay. That's what RFK Jr. said.
Measles, do you know how much more contagious measles is than COVID? Do you know how many more people it'll, I mean, like, I remember, think back to those early COVID days and people saying, at least it's not measles.
Actually didn't get to hear that because it was helping a friend die. So I didn't get into the COVID world till like June of
Okay.
2021. So it's like I missed all that. I bought toilet paper the minute all of that started. It was like and then by the time I got home, I was always tired. But the measles thing, you could school if you didn't have a measles shot.
Well,
My mom,
the apparently the community it started in is a low vax community. People traveled all over the place. We will see. We will see. It's a 2 week incubation.
I guess when I was a kid, they were way too worried about urban areas getting the plague, basically. And so I was in an
Well, they
urban area.
fogged urban areas with DDT when we were kids and let us play in it.
Well, I had Malathion because we
Yeah.
had the Medfly.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing the V of helicopters come straight down as my mother is grabbing me into the house because I thought it was cool. Um, but no, my mom forgot to vaccinate me one year, and we had to go to the doctor. They said they were not letting me in if I didn't get vaccinated. They didn't mess around when
Yeah.
we were kids.
Well, no, the waivers were around. People just didn't use them like they use them now. Now, the waivers have always said if you have a medical, hi, Minnie,
Hi,
if
Minnie.
you have a medical or religious need, you can state that. So there's
Right.
always been the ability for people who have a religious objection to do that. What's happening is we've got people who don't have a religious objection because they're not Christian Scientists saying, or Jehovah's Witness, although I don't think Jehovah's Witness forbid
Not
immunizations.
in Oakland. In Oakland, they
Anyhow,
didn't care. In Oakland, if you didn't get the vaccination, you were home, period. End of sentence. They didn't care who you were. Because we had
interesting.
Yeah, because we had chickenpox and measles and all of that other stuff. And by the time I got there, it was pretty much gone. And they were like, oh, hell no. So
Well,
everybody got one.
the US was declared measles free in like 2001. So it has been a quarter century.
And we all know that in good times, everybody forgets the bad times.
Apparently, this is the case. I mean, my grandmother had a younger sister who died from a vaccine preventable illness. And she talked about her until the day she died. So, and I remember my mother talking about having the mumps and the measles and how sick they were and how much work. I mean, kids nowadays, they don't hear those stories. Moms nowadays don't hear those stories.
Well, it'll cause them to be upset. It's like, we grew up with the Cold War. Did you ever figure out where you're gonna go if you knew the rockets were in the air? I did. We had five
Well,
bases.
it'll cause them to be upset. Have you read a fairy tale?
We, well, we say it with such a nice voice.
Although fairy tales aren't really meant for children, so that's a
Mm.
bad example. I mean,
But yeah,
yeah, we need to present things in age appropriate ways. But the overcorrection isn't any better than the problem, right? This is an old saying in political science. It's not the revolution you have to worry about ever.
what is it?
The counter revolution. And the French Revolution is the excellent example for this, right?
I was gonna say Napoleon did come back. Yeah.
And it wasn't really the French revolutionaries who were guillotining everybody. It was the people who came in and took charge, right? The
Bureaucracy.
same with the same with the Russian Revolution. That makes it very clear. It wasn't really the Russian revolutionaries, the people who were doing the fighting, who came in and had the problem.
They did it with dogma in mind, and the Chinese killed all of the artists. So it's like, and they use dogma too.
Right.
We don't have a dogma. We have a um I don't know what. I don't even have a name for him anymore.
The
Balloon.
balloon,
That's what I call him, the orange balloon.
the orange balloon. Yeah, I don't have a good name for the orange balloon
I
either.
know. Um,
I
Somebody I was watching earlier, maybe a secular talk, was saying, how in the hell did a man who stood there for 40 minutes while music played and he swayed back and forth get voted into office?
by talking about the price of eggs needing to be lower and how transgender athletes are a danger to the world.
10, 10. That's it. 10 out of all of the
I
athletes.
know. I know. I know.
Well, no, I'm just saying that for the people out there. 10. It was about 10 athletes.
Well, and you know, and today you heard the news today.
Which
All transgender service members are to be removed from the military.
didn't hear that one. It's I get what they say by you just keep beating people down, they'll stop. Get so close. And it's like I have to remember that. If you keep beating us down, we'll stop. No, we can't.
All transgender service members will be removed. And it's really actually kind of a big problem because there are more than a few
Yeah.
transgender individuals in the service.
And ones who haven't told anybody they're transgender, but
No,
they're
many of whom have told people they're
oh,
transgender.
but I'm saying they're gonna get taken out too. So it's like those who know
And
and those that only the military knows.
they're highly trained, some of them, with years of experience. It's a national security risk to remove that many highly trained people all at once.
In the 80s, a friend of mine who came out was discharged from the military and he was a nuclear submarine engineer.
Yeah. Well, that was onesie twosie. This is everybody. Boom, gone. Who is next? Cricket will wait until tomorrow. It'll be somebody, that's for damn sure. Sorry, the cat is.
Women. No, not women, gay people, then women. It's the whole pyramid. It
It's
starts with,
already been women. They've
oh, I know,
already,
I know.
they've already, they've already suggested legislation that would um, that would ban anyone from voting who didn't have the same name on their birth certificate as they currently have.
What do they do with people like me?
Or me?
You've got your husband's name?
Yes.
I took my stepdad's name when I got divorced.
Okay. I've got my husband's name.
Yeah, that's women. See, we take care of women.
Already done. They've got
While they're doing all
legislation
of this,
promoting it.
someone proposed a $250 bill with Bozo's face on it.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Seriously?
Yes. I didn't get the name, but I saw the article as they brought it
Well,
up.
I'll tell you what. To be fair, here's a funny for you. You know, if you have a $2 bill and you try to spend it, about half the time people will think you're
Hold on, I'm losing you. Where's my engineer? Hello, engineer.
it is a sin, Minnie. It's a total
You're
sin.
stuttering.
Yes, you've worked hard for this country, and for them to be kicking out people who have honorably served
Now I'm losing
is
the
beyond
connection. Damn it.
is beyond evil. Can you guys
I'm losing
continue to
you.
hear me? Is it the there
Ah,
you are.
there you are.
That's
She's
weird.
dropping.
I think it's you.
No, it's me. It's me, obviously. So, but see, I'm gone. She's gone again.
From here.
Mm. Well, no,
Yeah.
she's dropping.
Oh, I see. Now you're gone.
Now I'm gone. See? Can I
Yes,
reconnect?
Minnie, it's a sin.
Hold
It's
on
a
a second. Can
sin.
I connect? Can I reconnect on a different,
Probably drop the whole stream.
drop the whole stream? You can't go with it. It keeps, look, I can't talk to her.
Cricket hears both of us fine.
Yeah, but I don't hear you. So
Yeah,
I
I
guess
know
I'll
that
have to
makes it difficult.
just a little.
Let me see if it's in.
He might try to fix it.
Okay.
Next time, we'll be connected. What time is it? 7:30. Well, it's not what one of the things I thought of, which is that on the hour it would do it, but so we'll see. We're working on this now. So excuse us if we go in and out or if I don't hear her.
Oh, everybody's cool. Minnie made a comment that I don't know if you saw. Minnie said, "I'm scared. I'm an LGBTQ veteran in VA housing. I fought for LGBTQ to be in the military, and now they're kicking us out. It's a sin." And I would agree. It's a sin
Definitely.
to remove people who have honorably served. It's legally, you
Keep
can't
talking.
you can't you can't turn back the clock legally.
No.
I don't see. Uh, uh, yeah, I got nothing.
Um, I don't know. I've seen it very small before, and it would rack my brain going, how do you fix this? Especially here, there was a lot of gay military here. So in the 80s, it was very
Yeah.
weird. And it's like, it's the military, it's run by the country. What do we do? It's like
Yeah.
the boss is addled and wanders around while some South African white supremacist is talking about closing all of these places that he fought with. That was the thing, that he's had issues with everything he's broken down. You know, the Consumer Bureau protection that started after the crash in '08. He's got a
Mhm.
problem with because he wants to start a banking thing. The FDA, the FAA, duh, his rockets. It's like it's all been what he can't
Was.
stand.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Trump is all about the Benjamins. And push is going to come to shove. And they are going to
hello.
have, hi.
Oh,
And
you're
they,
still
they, they
you're
will
still out
have,
to me.
oh, I'm still out too? Okay.
I got you now.
Push is going to come to shove and they will have a
Yep.
showdown. But as somebody in chat often says, accelerationism or bust. And they are going to have.
I'm listening to you on repeat now.
So are we.
Got you now.
Push is going to come to shove and they will have a showdown. But as somebody in chat often says, accelerationism or bust.
Accelerationism? Listening to you on repeat now.
So are we.
Are you laughing?
Accelerationism or bust. It's the only option now. What other option is there? Minnie, I honor your service and I agree. I think that, I mean,
Yep, Minnie,
I,
that's been my
I've had a
idea.
I've had a problem with the way we've been treating veterans in this country for 20 years. It's
I'm 5 seconds behind right now.
you really can't hear me over the monitor, huh? That sucks.
Like I said, we'll fix it, but as long as everybody else is getting it, one or the other can talk.
Yes. And Cricket, you're right. Scientology will continue to buy its freedom from these sticky people, pointy people, prickly people.
Ooh, it's like I kick you off when I start talking in my world.
That's very weird.
I know.
So, did you hear about the new oh, what is it? The new acting U.S. attorney.
Which one?
The new acting U.S. attorney is Ed Martin, and his agenda includes targeting Democratic politicians, the media, and officials who investigated Trump. On
God,
top
Minnie,
of
I am
that,
so sorry. No, of course not. Um, yeah, I know, and there's no way to beard it anymore. Oh. See, it's things like this we can't give up, even though we want to.
Took me 7 years to get this housing after I was honorably discharged from the Army. I was homeless for 15 years. Wow, Minnie. Wow. I'm so
Stop.
glad. I'm so glad that you've got a place now.
Yes, very much so.
And let's hope and pray that whatever changes are coming will move so quickly that things are resolved before they come to a head. I don't know. I got nothing. So the other piece of news, remember the attorney who was prosecuting Trump for January 6th? So the other piece of news, remember the attorney with prosecuting Trump.
Thought he was gone. Now we're all stopped. Or
Yeah, I
no.
was waiting for you.
How long have we been on?
Is he trying to fix it? You can't hear me. It's not good that you can't hear me.
I know, it's actually not good that this is bopping off and on too.
Tomato Face better be careful whose disability checks he takes away. Gonna have a lot of angry people running around.
I hope. That's
I, uh, March 1st is coming with a vengeance. And after that, it's April 1st. It's only been 5 weeks, y'all. It's
two and
only
a half
been
weeks. Or no, a month and a half.
5 weeks. Minnie, you are not wrong. The presidents don't make laws, the presidents make policies. I got started in the helping profession volunteering at the New England Center for Homeless Veterans. My dad was a vet. My dad was a vet too. My grandfathers were veterans. My great grandfathers were veterans. My brother's a veteran.
My dad worked in an agency when he left the Coast Guard. So he was in the system from 17 till he retired.
Wow. So, but it's one thing to be disgraceful in the way we've been disgraceful, which is at least a semblance of acting like we care. That is preferable to not caring if there's a semblance of care, right? Those are very different things. Anyhow, so the FBI, the guy who was prosecuting Trump for January 6th, the U.S. attorney, do you remember his name? The law firm that is defending him, Trump is pulling the security clearance for all the lawyers in that firm. as payback for that firm defending this guy against the illegal charges that are being brought by the Trump administration.
I put that together and I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I sort of like one of those ones where I wanted to veer the car off into the center divider because I was so mad.
Yeah, what it means is they're actively trying to sabotage people so that people can't get a legal defense.
Didn't catch all of that one, but keep talking.
Okay, I'll keep talking. What else happened this week? Anybody else have any thoughts about what happened this week while we fix the technical issues? On a good note, I'm pretty sure it's a good note. Um, no, not a good note. The opposite. The EPA administrator has recommended that the Trump administration reconsider the 2009 endangerment finding, which was the scientific determination that classifies greenhouse gases as pollutants threatening public health and welfare. It's been the foundation for numerous climate regulations, including those targeting emissions from vehicles and power plants. So they're suggesting that we need to reverse the EPA ruling.
He mentioned that one like in the first week, something about it, and I was like, there's no way he can do that. Yeah, there is now. This is a man who liked big oil, so what do we expect?
Cuomo wants to be mayor. Minnie, where do you live?
Which Como?
Como. Who's Como? I don't know enough about where you live, Minnie.
New York.
Oh, New York. Cuomo. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Democratic governors can come together and hold strong, um, while also hoping that we don't devolve into civil war. Long Island, New York. Got it, Minnie.
Oh my God, I have us going all like three audios now. He's trying to fix it.
I don't know what this will do. It might drop it, but
Try.
it's worth it. Okay.
Cross your fingers.
Crossing fingers.
Did we drop? Are you there?
I'm here.
Then it worked.
Did you run wire?
Huh?
Papa Cat? Run
Yeah, he
wire?
plugged me in. We're through the bathroom. It still broke.
No, it can't be broke.
Nope, didn't work.
Okay. Well,
That's weird.
I know. I think we're going to finally just have to end it, unfortunately, until we can figure this out.
We could try and stream next time. Well,
If we go through you, I have a feeling it'll be fine. It's my house that seems to have the problem.
yeah, you'd have to send me the login for Oldtifa, but we could do that.
No, totally. I mean, like I said, I wanted you guys to have it anyway, so that's the only thing I was worried about is how we do it. So, yeah, see, even talking now is breaking up. So, Oh, or we could try again tomorrow?
Or you could send me the stuff and I could try right now. You want to do that?
Yeah, we can. Same time.
No, not tomorrow. Right now.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut out because of minis, and that's why we were trying to save it. Otherwise, we would have broken this up a long time ago. So I'm glad you were talking, Minnie.
Thank you, Minnie. Eric Adams is a Trumper, and yeah, I know. New York is in a world of hurt right
Yeah,
now.
we know. Papa Cat will do that. Right, Papa
Okay.
Cat? Look at your text.
It'll
It's the
take
group
me
text.
about 5 minutes. So we'll be out for 5 minutes and then we can, as soon as he sends it to me.
Hold on.
Chris Cuomo
Oh,
is CNN News, right?
right. Resend that text to the mods because you guys are all going to have the information anyway.
Iowa has given final approval to a bill removing gender identity protections.
How many Bay people I have here in the Bay Area? It was just normal.
Iowa lawmakers became the first in the nation to approve legislation removing gender identity protections from the state's civil rights code Thursday, despite massive protests by opponents who say it could expose transgender people to discrimination.
Did you just send it to them? Just send it to the group text.
And what?
The logon information for Oldtifa.
Right now?
Yeah. Just send it to the group text so she can set up a schedule for tomorrow.
Okay.
For
Okay.
tonight.
So he'll do that. We should probably give up.
For tonight.
Oh, we'll go back on?
Yeah. Why not? You want to get all ready tomorrow again?
Tonight. So he'll do that. We should probably give up. Oh, we'll go back on?
Yeah, not bad looking, but
Okay, then I'm
definitely
gonna
a
cut it
jerk.
off and we'll go back on in 5.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, that's what I was thinking if we dropped now.
No, drop now.
Okay. Cool. Bye.